Action.
I first held a marker when I was 5. What initially started out as scrawling trees on mahjong paper like so, eventually evolved into sketching cartoon characters. Totally unoriginal, but I knew from early on that copying is the best form of flattery. Only after falling in love with anime at 9 did I start to design my own characters. This was done when I was 12, this when I was 16, and this just last year. Thankfully, with much practice, my technique and vision have improved throughout the years. I started to experiment with Photoshop when I was about 14, but I still have a pretty long way to go for that. Essentially, I like to make pictures, so here's another way I do that.
Action.
Though I may not be a musician, music is nonetheless an integral part of my life. I depend on it for inspiration, and I enjoy imagining different scenarios as layers of sound consume my consciousness. Music essentially represents the different sides of me. It can throw me into any mood depending on what I hear. I used to live, breathe, and eat pop music. But lately I've steered away from that and I've been listening to independent groups. I also like a little bit of Red Hot Chili Peppers and several groups from the 70s and 80s. In other words, I've become more judicious about what I hear. This of course not only applies to music, but to what I watch and read as well. As my FUJ says,
Action.
the last but not least important part of me is the very mysterious, elusive, and humorous God. Since he is an intangible entity, God is many things to me. For instance, he's an onion. He has many layers, and he makes me shed tears, both happy and sad. A necessary ingredient for many good dishes, God is also a necessary ingredient in my life. He helps to make it fulfilling. On a separate note, God is also my conscience. He helps to make sure that I don't descend fully into darkness. I try to do his work by helping out in catechism classes in church and training youth facilitators who are younger than I am. It is certainly a challenging but rewarding experience.
Action.
And so you have it, Jerry in a 3-minute nutshell. I hope this video has given you sufficient insight into who I am and that it has increased my chances of getting into ADM. I know you guys will transform me from this to... Hello, my name is Geri. I decided to do a mouth puppet for this video because 1. I want it to be different, and 2. I want to relieve you of your boredom. Watching 1,000 videos is probably like a death of 1,000 cuts for you. So here I am dressed in my uniform because, well, I'm here to learn. And I'd love to be in ADM because I know you guys will help me to find the tools to express myself. So just sit back, relax, and chew on popcorn as you catch a glimpse of the person that is me.